Hey everyone, welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Halen, also known as Med Student Planner. This week I'll be planning out the week of February 1st through the 7th using a kit from Wild Summer Designs. I was initially going to transition into Valentine's and spring related kits, but Louisiana gave us one last push of winter, and so I decided to make this my last week of winter, and this will be my last winter kit. So I've already laid down the base of the kit, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing the day-by-day plans. And I just want to also mention that I love when a month starts on a Monday, and February is going to be extra special with how this month is set up, and so that's just going to be really fun. So Monday started a new rotation for me. Well, kinda. I'm still in my surgery rotation, but I've moved on to an elective part of it, and I am seeing ophthalmology for 2 weeks. So this will be my first week on ophthalmology, and I just started by attending the grand rounds they had in the morning and then going into clinic all day. So I just have that all marked, and then I have a few things that I needed to get done this day, and so I needed to pay our electric bill, pick up the ophthalmology books, and I think this is when I started filming this plan with me, I think. And so I have those in with a little checklist, and then I have a little food icon to mark that we had homemade fried rice this night. It was really good. I don't know where Jeffrey found the little trick for it, but it really made it, and it was really fun to do. So I have a little flag to mark that we were watching Hell's Kitchen, and then I'm going to kind of keep the bottom, I guess it's smaller than a quarter box, maybe an eighth of a box or something. I'm going to be marking what we watched for TV that night, but this night we actually watched 2 different shows, so I kind of changed it up there. But after we watched Hell's Kitchen, we also watched Better Call Saul, and that was it for Monday. So moving on to Tuesday, we had a ophthalmology lecture to start off the morning, and then I was going to mark my time in clinic with this Fox and Pip girl, but I realized that I'd already made a little squared off box to mark my time in clinic, so I'm going to swap those out to make sure that I use a sticker that I'd already kind of made. So I also went ahead and put in the TV that we watched for this night. So we watched Hell's Kitchen Tuesday night. We're trying to get caught up on the current season, and so we've just been doing that whenever we can. And here is the squared off box that I was talking about. I had already made that, and then I completely forgot about it. I'm going to use a little snowflake to mark printing some forms that we had for ophthalmology. I didn't really get to fully use the snowflakes as deco. Just wasn't really sure where I wanted to put them, so I just kind of brought them randomly into the spreads, and then it was great because then it matched that day's color. This was also our 1 month married mark, and so of course I had to mark that. I have a little Once More with Love munchkin that's like a little couple hugging. It's one of my favorite ones from the shop, and so I put that in to mark that. And then we had Hello Fresh delivered this night, and so I put in a Cooking Winston to mark that we made hot honey chicken, and I was so surprised by how much I loved the hot honey. I usually like spicy things, but I was I was initially not into the hot honey idea, but this with the chicken really made it, it was just perfect. Wednesday was another lecture to start the day, and then I'm going to initially put in this quarter box to mark the cataract surgery that I went to with a little munchkin surgeon, but then I realized that this would be the perfect time to use the Fox and Pip sticker that I was trying to use on Tuesday, and so I'm going to split up these 2 boxes with the Fox and Pip girl, and that will look nice to mark clinic, and it actually works better that way because it's how it happened. I did a lecture, and I went into clinic, and then I finished the day with a surgery, and I like my days to be in chronological order anyways. So now I have that all marked. It was really cool to see the cataract surgery. I'm just wowed by ophthalmology and what they do in the OR and everything, so it was really cool to see. Then on the way home, I picked up a Sonic happy hour for Jeffrey and I. It's a little midweek pick-me-up. This night, we watched Hell's Kitchen again, and then I also started A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have just loved the series for a really long time, and a new book of the series is coming out, and so I decided to go ahead and just start from the beginning and reread them all, and I'm really, really loving it and just so excited about the new book. For Thursday, I used another squared off box to mark my time in clinic, and then we had a meeting about fourth year things and residency applications and whatnot, and so I have that in with a little coffee cup icon. It ended up being a 2-hour meeting just full of information and just kind of overwhelming and a lot all at once, but I'm glad that we had that meeting. And then we had lectures afterwards, but I didn't have enough room up top for that half box, and so I decided to put that on the bottom half, and it kind of works out since it goes into the evening anyways. And then after lectures, I met my friend Emily for dinner. It was so nice getting to catch up with her, and I am glad that she's coming back in town more often. I don't really get to go out and do much being at medical school, and so it is nice whenever she can come to me and then we can meet up for dinner or whatever. You can't see it yet, but I put in that we watched Breaking Bad for TV this night, and then this is when I pre-ordered the new book of the series. This is A Court of Silver Flames, and I'm just super excited about this book. It's supposed to ship to me next week, and I am pumped. So Friday started off with a full day of clinic. I am putting in this half box to mark my time in clinic, and I'm going to pull in a Once More with Love munchkin that's holding the pot of coffee in a little coffee mug because I don't know why, but Thursday felt like Friday to me. So then Friday I was just really feeling off and just super tired. I had a meeting with the person that's over the ophthalmology rotation this day, just kind of like a check-in to make sure everything was going well for us. And then I put in a flag to mark studying. I've been putting off studying for this rotation. I don't know why. It's a 12-week rotation, so I keep telling myself that I have plenty of time, but we're already halfway through and I'm just now starting to study. So I have lots to catch up on. I'm going to put in a full box here, but move it down later. So for now, I'm going to leave it here, and I have a little munchkin with a wine glass to mark going to dinner with friends. It was just really nice to see them. It was a group of our medical school friends, and so they can always relate to the current struggles of med school, and then it's just like always a good venting session. Afterwards, we went back and watched Sharon Noble. This is the same group that we had introduced Sharon Noble to last week, and so we watched a few more episodes this night. We have one left, and I don't know if we'll be meeting back up to watch it or not, but hopefully we'll get to all finish it together. I decided that I needed to rearrange some things here, and so I put in a tidy up script because we were thinking that we were hosting for this event, and so we wanted to tidy up the house beforehand, but then we ended up going to another friend's house, so that worked out. And then I pulled in a binge watch script because we watched several hours of Sharon Noble that night. Those are both from Virgo and Paper. Then Saturday, I started the day by reading, and then I put in a study session script from, I think that's from Nicole Hutch Designs. I could be wrong, but we studied at one of our favorite coffee shops all afternoon, and so really that's about all we had to mark. And so I just had that, and then I had a little emoji from Coffee Monsters Code to mark studying. Afterwards, we went out to my grandparents' house to have dinner, and that was nice to see them, and I just really didn't have much else to mark. We watched Breaking Bad, and then I stayed up until 12:30 this night reading. I have a time schedule of when I need to finish these books, and they're just so good that I just can't stop. So then on Sunday, we spent the morning sleeping in and just kind of catching up on some sleep. So I have this couple that's in bed, and the color blue matched perfectly, and so I had to pull that in. And then I think the script is from Nicole Hutch Designs. I haven't shopped with her in a while, and so it's weird pulling the name and her stuff in, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. So I'm working on spacing here, but I'm going to put in a little, like I said, be the 1/8 box for laundry, and then I have more reading with a little coffee cup from Daily Doses stickers. And then we went and got some seafood for dinner this night, so I just put that in with a quarter box. And then this was the night of the Super Bowl, and so we watched that, and I actually read during it, and I just kind of would look up during the commercials, and then I watched like the full halftime show, but then we just went to bed early, so I had this little script from Hand Can Plan to mark that. So it was definitely a full, fun week. I really loved my time on ophthalmology, and here's a full look at how this spread came together. I've been liking planning the full week at once, and I would love to know what you think about it. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.